where do you put this in the pantheon of body horror? To me, this is an immediate entry into the highest pantheon.
Without a doubt.
This movie is clearly in the body horror hall of fame, like one of the greatest body horror films,
right to the top, like
of all time.
It's up there.
There could be others, right? We haven't really thought this out at like a making a perfect list level, right?
I mean, there are others.
Got a million of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great body horror.
This is at least top 5.
Yeah, if you're not saying this is immediately a contender for the pantheon, the Mount Rushmore, you're out of your fucking mind. The gags in this movie are ridiculous.
I can tell you the grossest thing in this movie for me. That wound made me physically
dude, when she is injecting it and Margaret Qualley's like, oh, I was like, oh, because she comes in with all these ball jars. She's like, you old sack of shit. And she, she fucking starts draining all of her fluid.
Actually, the grossest scene in the movie, him eating shrimp.
Not since Lord of the Rings has there been a grosser eating moment in my life.
Yeah.
If I'm picking my favorite messed up moment of this movie, it's French cooking time. Is she's like fucking starting to fall apart, and she's like cramming her hand in that turkey as we're like cutting to pump it up, taint shots, and she's fucking whipping the eggs and they're falling all over. She's like, ah! Like there is a mental collapse happening on top of like her treating the turkey like it's Sue and like herself. There's kind of a visual madness in that moment that I cannot get enough of. So to me, I'm picking that as my most messed up moment. And again, there's fucking 100 of them in this movie. You can't go wrong.
It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick a messed up moment.
I think for this movie, though, you owe it to yourself to pick a moment that captures the flesh and the mind. That moment of Elizabeth being like, I need you. I fucking hate myself. I need you. That is so brutal to watch. And then I think it's just that low key, like this is just getting fucking jumped in the street violence. Like you're just getting your fucking ass beat. It's not fun. There are gags of her like flying across the room. The substance gives you fucking superpowers. But just the kicking her in the ribs, I was like, this is so fucking
mean, dude.
Mean.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This movie is fucking mean.
It's just mean.
And I think that's what I take away from this movie more is it's so... I think what the movie's telling us in that moment with the two of them, right, is that no one ever can hurt us as much as we hurt ourselves, right? That's why the kicks are superpower kicks, because of course we can kick ourselves further than someone else can. And getting back to that, just the self-hatred of this movie, the not being able to find value, wishing for this dream world where it's all glitter and everyone loves us. Elizabeth becomes trapped in a snow globe just like that. But it's a snow globe of fucking self-loathing, right? Which is probably where most of us spend time. It's it's the moments where Demi Moore just looks in the mirror, and it's so universally relatable that we all are used to looking in the mirror and it's like, you loser, you sack of shit, like you're nothing.
That is truly the scariest parts of the movie. When she's just staring in the mirror, you're like, Jesus Christ.
That is a truism. Yeah. Dear listeners, this is the truism. You cannot have body horror that goes above and beyond and becomes a true classic if there is not a built-in grappling with how we view our own flesh. That is the key ingredient to these cakes, right? If we don't spend time looking at how we observe our own body and how we do that to other people and weaponize that, it's not going to be a classic. This might be as good as anyone's ever done that part of it, right? All right, I want to finish with this question.
Yeah.
Can The Substance win Best Picture?
Ooh.
For a movie like this to win Best Picture, I feel like would be a long shot, but I think it would be fucking criminal if it's not nominated. I think it should have a shot to win Best Picture. Can it do it?
I think that the Academy is a little bit looser now with how, like, again, Shape of Water... getting to win Best Picture was kind of...
Everything Ever All at Once?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, I think we're starting to all come around to the fact that it's okay for movies not to be just, like, World War II dramas.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, like, a very serious, like, historical piece. This one captures the moment, the vibrance, the anger, the rage. It's beautifully done. At every level of craft, this movie excels.
I'm going to say
insanely good. Can it win
I'm going to
Best
say
Picture?
yes. I'm going to say yes because it does all the things a Best Picture movie could do, plus hits genre beats. That's
the thing.
there's
I feel
there's a lot
like
going
they
on.
disrespect genre. But to me,
Very
this
much
is,
so.
what is the point of Best
But
Picture?
it transcends. It transcends.
Yes, it should be a movie that captures the cinematic truth of the moment. To me, though, nothing will capture the moment in cinema that this year was more than the substance. Again, that fucking rage, the speaking truth to the fucking terrifying reality we're in.
Yeah.
This movie nails that. This movie should be the front runner for Best Picture.
I'll say this. If it's not going to get nominated for Best Picture, it should get nominated for sure. If it's not going to get nominated
Demi
for Best
Moore
Picture,
should get nominated and Dennis Quaid should get nominated. I'd be stoked if Margaret Qualley did too.
it needs to win Best Sound Design. I will say that.
It got nominated at a Golden Globe, and Demi Moore got nominated as well, which is cool.
And Margaret Qualley.
If you're an Oscar nerd like me, and Margaret Qualley, yeah, absolutely. If you're an Oscar nerd like me, I know a lot of people hate the Oscars. This would be a moment to bring people back. If the substance wins, it will be a sign that the Oscars are adapting and changing with us, and people will come back in the fold. I'm telling you, this is a moment for the Oscars to ascend. Inject yourself with some cinematic substance, Oscars. Please, please, please.